Poor Bianca Belair. Before we go to the main event, the title elimination final match of the winner is SmackDown representative in a tournament for a Raw title or whatever the Bianca Belair goes to Puerto Rico last week and gets the most negative reception, booed out of the building. People wanted, old EO to just kick her ass, right? And then she comes back to friendly country, her alma mater. She went to the University of Tennessee. She's, considered a hometown. She gets the big homecoming celebration. They had the orange balloons, Tennessee Volunteer colors. This big music entrance, the big balloons, the whole 9 yards. And before she can say a fucking word, Asuka comes out, shakes her hand and spits mist in her face and fucking walks off and leaves her. What has Bianca done lately? They won't, at least she could have said, oh, thank you all. I used to go here to this school or something.
Maybe they were running tight on time.
Well, goddamn, I can think of a couple of other things they could have shortened up earlier in this program just to give her an extra 26 seconds.
Asuka came out there, no makeup on, or no, character makeup on, I guess.
No, she had no lipstick, no rouge, no eyeliner.
You know what I mean. She came out there and they did this, obviously setting up, it's an angle to set up a match. Probably pretty good. My biggest issue was, from the moment Asuka came out there, it was clear she had shit in her mouth. Like when you take a drink of water and you just hold it in your mouth, you could tell.
I thought she'd just been to the dentist and the Novocaine hadn't worn off.
That was the biggest issue. I'm okay with all this good angle. Bianca selling like crazy the way she was selling. It was great. But you could tell she had the shit in her mouth that she blows in everyone's face. She walked out there with like 2 puffy cheeks filled with shit.
Yeah, because she covered Bianca. She had about 6 gallons in her gullet.
So that's my biggest issue with it. You never saw the great Kabuki come out there with loaded cheeks.
Yeah, she looked like Louis Armstrong with the fucking trumpet cheeks.
Yeah, the whole thing was like, man, when in the match did Muta get a chance to do this? I can't believe it. It's amazing. She just came out there like, all right, let's do it.
We'll see. And like I said, the mist did look good because she covered her. And when you think about it, and I'll tell you the difference in how they obviously did it, but hers didn't look like a Muta mist or a Kabuki mist. It looked like projectile vomiting of fucking St. Patrick's Day or something. And the thing is, we've talked about it before. It's not like I'm breaking new ground here. The way that the what's the proper term these days, from the East, the mystical Eastern warriors like Kabuki and Muta, the way that they blew the mist was, it's food coloring in a condom. And either you have the referee pass it or your manager pass it or whatever. Gary Hart was a sleight of hand artist with things like that and blades and things. He had so much practice. And you bite the thing and you've got the food and you spit the mist. There, by the nature of that, there was never a case where you could get enough in your mouth to puff your cheeks out unless they used one of those goddamn Magnum condoms and filled the thing up to the point where it looked like Gary Hart was shoving a green dildo down his fucking gullet.
Hey, did a condom just come out of Muta's mouth? What's going on?
Well, and that's happened too. No, that's happened. Not only that, but it's the same way with blood. Remember, we've talked about this, when a karate thrust to the throat or a tennis racket to the throat, or you jump on somebody's stomach or hit them with a sledgehammer or whatever the fuck. If you want somebody to internal bleeding, instead of food coloring, you can tell because it stains your skin when it gets on it and it looks odd and off. It's not the right thickness, etc. I can do pretty good with a mixture of food coloring and honey and a couple of other secret ingredients. But that's just if you need. I refuse to use fake blood in an actual wrestling match. But if there's something that needs to be done backstage, we don't want people just fucking, gigging themselves. But the same thing was you would draw the guy's blood, whoever was going to bite it. It wouldn't be somebody else's blood. You'd take a syringe, draw his blood, shoot it in the fucking condom, tie it off, and put it in a bucket of warm water so it doesn't fucking clot until, and I don't mean all day, like on the porch of Funk and Wagnalls in a mayonnaise jar. I mean, for the, however many minutes it takes to get ready, go out and have the fucking match. And then the manager carries it in his pocket, or the referee, or whatever, and you slip it in at the appropriate time.
It may be difficult in modern times to, be in the back and say, hey, who has a condom? Not everyone may answer.
Well, no, I'm not talking about for fucking around. You used to carry those around for wrestling fucking.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I know none of these guys are getting laid. Could get a date on a tombstone, any of them. But I'm talking, you always would keep your blades or your condoms or your fucking powder, or your plastic bags for powder, or your chain, or your knucks, or I had a variety of implements in my traveling bag in the old days. But anyway,